Hello everyone, welcome to Salesforce Network Lightning Web Components tutorial. Topic what we are going to cover in this session, that is decorators in Lightning Web Component. There are three decorators in Lightning Web Component, that is @track decorator, @API decorator, and @wire decorator. So @track decorator we had seen already in our previous session. Today we are going to see @API decorator, and in the coming sessions we are going to see @wire decorator as well. So what is @API decorator? In Lightning Web Component, decorators are used to modify the behavior of properties and methods in a component. To expose a public property, decorate a field with @API. So decorators are modifying the behavior of properties and methods in the component. So whenever we are creating a component, in the JavaScript controller we are declaring the properties, and by default all the properties are private properties. To make it public, we have to decorate the property with @API decorator. One of the most important decorators is @API decorator, which is used to expose properties and methods to other components and the framework. So @API decorator is used to expose the properties what we are creating in the JavaScript file, so that parent components or other components can use this property. All public properties are reactive properties, which means that the framework observes the property for changes. When property value changes, the framework reacts and re-renders the component. So by default all the public properties are reactive properties. What does it mean like reactive property? So the framework observes the property changes. As soon as the property is getting updated or the value is changed, the framework reacts and refreshes the value on the component. By default, all properties are private properties. If all we make it public, so we have to decorate that property with @API decorator. Public properties define the API for a component. So what are the key features for @API decorator? It makes the property or method public and accessible from parent components. So public properties are getting accessible from parent components, used for data binding between parent and child components. So we are using @API decorator for the properties to bind the data from parent and child components. Also we are using this @API decorator or @API decorated properties in communication between components. Expose public property. This makes the property accessible from parent component or outside the component. So as soon as we are declaring a property as public property, so this property we can use in our parent components or outside the components. Public property means which can be accessed from outside the component or which can be accessed by another parent component. So all the public properties we can access from the parent components or from outside the component. A public property can set in Lightning App Builder or by parent component that uses the component in its markup. So public property is getting used in the Lightning App Builder or in the parent components. At the rate API for public properties, when we are marking a property with at the rate API or decorating the property with at the rate API, it becomes public and any parent component can read or set its value. So as soon as we are decorating the property with at the rate API decorator, so parent component can read this value, read this property, and also they can set the value. This is useful for passing the data from parent to child component. So basically we are using this into communication between parent to child. Expose public method. This allows other components or the parent component to call a method on the child component. So if we are working with methods, public methods, so in that case other components or parent component can call these methods on the child component. At the rate API for public methods, the at the rate API decorator can be used to expose methods to the parent component. So if we are declaring a method by using at the rate API decorator, that methods are getting exposed to the parent component, allowing the parent component to call functions on the child component. So it is allowing to call the functions on the child component. So let's create a parent component and child component in VS Code. So just open the VS Code, and first we need to authorize an org. If it is already authorized, directly we can go and create the Lightning Web Component. So right now I am authorizing this org. So for this I need to press Ctrl Shift P from the keyboard. So here we are seeing sfdx authorize an org. Click on this, go with default. So running sfdx authorize an org. Sometimes it's taking bit time. So it is redirecting to the URL of login.salesforce.com. So here we have to provide our username and password. Hit the login button. So authentication successful. So coming back to our VS Code. So here we are going to create two components. One is parent component and another is child component. So to create a component we need to press Ctrl Shift P, and here we have to go with sfdx create lightning web component. Select this, enter desired file name. So here we are going to provide the file name LWC API parent. This should be in camel case. So press the enter to create the component. Next we are going to create a child component. Again we have to press Ctrl Shift P, select create lightning web component. Then we have to provide here a desired file name. This file I am going to create by the name LWC API child, and again this should be in camel case. Press enter to create the component. So here we are seeing both the components are created. LWC API parent component and LWC API child component. So parent component is having HTML file, JavaScript file and meta XML file. The same is also created with child component, HTML file, JavaScript file and meta.xml file. So first I am going to open the parent component. So here is this, and again we are going to open the child component as well, and also I am splitting it in two window. So we are going to see side by side. So we had splitted the window into two to see the components side by side. So here what we are going to do, we are going to create a property in the parent component. So that parent component is responsible to pass the data to the child component, and child component is responsible for accepting the data and displaying it. So I am going to create a property in parent component. So let's take message, and in this message I am putting welcome to Salesforce network. So by default this message property is a private property, as we had not declared anything before this. So this property would be private property, and in the child component we have to accept the data that is sending from the parent component. So here I am going to create a property by the name display. So as this display property is also not decorated by any decorator, so by default it is private property. To accept the data from the parent component to child component, we have to decorate this property with @API decorator. So as soon as we had decorated this display property with @API, so it is able to accept the data from the parent component. Also we have to import the API over here. So now we are going to display this property, and just opening the HTML file of the child component, and here I am taking lightning card. And in this I am putting the title. To make it clear, I am putting here child component. So here I am putting display. So I am binding the property, this display property, in the HTML file. And next thing what we have to do, we have to go to the parent component in the HTML file. Here, from here we have to invoke the child component. So we have to put C, the file name of child component, that is LWC API child. So this should be in kebab case, and here I am taking display, and in this I am passing the message property. So what is going here? We had declared a property by the name message and put into welcome to Salesforce network. So this is a private property in the parent component. So this message value we are passing from the parent component to child component. So here for that we had created a property by the name display, and as this property is also private property by default, so we had decorated this property with @API decorator. So as soon as we had decorated this property with @API, so from now it is able to accept the data, accept the value passing from the parent component. So to display this we had binded this property in the HTML file, and also we have to invoke this child component from the parent component. So for that we had written here the child component name with C hyphen, and here we are taking the display, and in that we are binding the message property from the parent. So first we need to deploy the child component. So from here I am deploying the child component first. So on the child component folder, right click, deploy this source to org. Then from the parent component, first we need to expose this. So is exposed equals to true, and here we have to set the targets. So here I am setting the target to the Lightning app page, as we had already created the Lightning app page. So save this file, and also we have to deploy this parent component. So right click, deploy this source to org. So this is also done. So coming back to our org, so we need to log in by providing the username and password. Hit the login button. So as we had already created the Lightning app page, we need to search from the app launcher Lightning app page. So select this. So this is our Lightning app page. So at the right side, setup, edit page. So first we are seeing all the standard components. Then we supposed to see the custom component, as we had created the component by the name LWC API parent. So we need to drag and drop this component here. So save this. Coming back. So now we are able to see child component, and the data is coming from parent component. Welcome to Salesforce network. So this we are seeing from the parent component. Welcome to Salesforce network. So this data we are getting from the parent component. Welcome to Salesforce network. So like this we are doing with @API decorator. So from the parent component, data is going to be passed to the child component. Child component is accepting the data and displaying that. Thank you.